Most welcome to the next video, and this is another game from the so-called Six Nations tournament that we played in Sweden, Uppsala in Sweden, May 24th to 26th this year, 2024. And I covered the last game I played from the last round earlier. That was my game against Thorsten Miller. But as some of you have asked me to go through tournaments, comment my own games, I decided to comment all of them. It's not a long tournament, it's a team competition on 4 boards, with 4 boards per team, of course. 90 minutes plus 30 seconds increment from move 1. And I played for the Swedish team, board 1. And now I actually jumped to round 3. Because I thought it made sense to go through all the white games and see how I was thinking while playing them. And then I will go through the 2 black games I had. And I mentioned a little bit more about the preconditions before we dive into it. It seems to be a little tradition that when I play the Six Nations tournament, which has only happened twice, I'm under chemotherapy treatment for cancer. It was the same in 2022. So I just could run away while I was doing pretty okay between I go for the chemotherapies that take place every 3rd week. You don't feel awfully good, I assure you, the first days after such treatment, if you use those poisons that I do. But it's a necessity, and hopefully it prolongs my life. So you get more tired, you can have dips in energy that are very dramatic, at least for me. So I had to take this into considerations. Rather play simple chess, not getting into time trouble. I didn't manage with any of these the last round against Thorsten Miller. But anyway, most of the games I managed. And try to save energy if you can. But this is easier said than done, of course. So now we jump into it. The game that I'm going to present now is when we played against Slovenia, a very good chess nation, and I play against Magnusson-Znuderl. I have played him a couple of times, I don't know how many. He is a very respectable player. I think he maybe peaked at 2100 plus back in the days. I would consider him having a strength at about 2000 nowadays. I didn't have time to do a lot of preparation for the game, but according to my memory, he used to be quite an aggressive attacking player. He wanted to have the initiative. So, just to mention, if you need to see the moves and timestamps, please click on the description to this video and you will find them there. And I also ask you to like this video, subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends so that we can reach out with accessible chess to as many as possible. So, here we go. The first move will be, pawn foxtrot 4. Pawn to foxtrot 4. And here it is time for the first timestamp. Why did I choose this move? It was not at all self-evident. As I told, I had not prepared much for the game, so I started to think a little bit. So I played it, I think, after 3 minutes of thought. I have played f4 now and then, not many times, but it has normally turned out well. I don't remember when I started to play it, maybe 50 years ago. From time to time I played it, and I think I so far have 100% with the move, so not a too bad reputation. Or, yeah, it has gone well, I must say. Foxtrot 4 is not objectively one of the better moves, but it asks black a lot of questions. If black, for example, is an aggressive Echo 4 player, as white, you can maybe provoke black to play the gambit with Echo 5 here, which I very much would welcome. Not because I accept the gambit, but I have a little sneaky line that I use from time to time that not many actually know about, at least not before this video was published. And if black plays Delta 5 against Foxtrot 4, as I am also playing the Dutch defense from time to time with black, I am quite familiar with these types of positions. I have played the Leningrad Dutch when you fianchetto the king's bishop. I have played Stonewall when you go for, from black side and Echo 6, Delta 5, Foxtrot 5, and so on. And I've also played the classical Dutch with the Echo 6, Delta 6, Foxtrot 5. So I have 3 different setups to choose from that I think would be even better with a tempo up, as white would have in this case. So let's see what Znuderl came up with. Foxtrot 4 has been on the board. After a little while, we had Echo 5, Echo 5. And this is the so-called From's gambit. And I captured Foxtrot takes Echo 5, Foxtrot takes Echo 5. And black went pawn Delta 6, pawn to Delta 6. And here I think the correct move is to accept the sacrifice and play Echo takes Delta 6. But after bishop takes Delta 6, black threatens queen Hotel 4 check, and you have to take care of a lot of things. Nowadays, I think the chess engines have shown that white is winning, but this would go against my strategy that I had set up for myself before the tournament to not get myself into too much of complications, don't run into time trouble, and so on. And I hadn't studied these lines for many years, so I went for another line that I picked up from the Swedish grandmaster Lars Karlsson, and that is knight to Foxtrot 3, knight to Foxtrot 3. Black now played Delta takes Echo 5, Delta takes Echo 5. And I continued with pawn to Echo 4, pawn to Echo 4. Now we have a pretty weird version of, maybe one should call it the King's Gambit or something. It's equal in pawns, and there's a lot of play. Black now has to face a lot of has to respond to a lot of questions already here after 4 moves, and I know the position decently well, I would say, because I think this is the 3rd time I have played it. My first game I won pretty quickly, and I also played this in the Six Nations in 2022 against France. And this also was successful. So if black has not studied this line, I have a small advantage when it comes to preparations. Black played knight Charlie 6, knight to Charlie 6. Probably the better would have been to play knight Foxtrot 6 or bishop to Charlie 5. But it's still pretty much equal position. And the positions can get quite double-edged. because we have an unbalanced pawn structure already. That is something that you're looking for if you're really trying to win. And yeah, it's a game. May the best man win, so to say. Knight to Charlie 6 gives me the advantage because I play bishop to Bravo 5. Bishop to Bravo 5. And the bishop on Bravo 5 pins the knight on Charlie 6. Thereby I put pressure on the pawn on Echo 5. Of course, I don't just easily go about grabbing the pawn immediately, because black then would have queen to Hotel 4 check. Then I would run into trouble myself. But when I put my king into a bit of safety, this will be a pressure on Echo 5. So black played bishop to Golf 4. Bishop to Golf 4. And I was pleased to see that move, because now I can damage the black pawn structure. So I did. Bishop takes Charlie 6 check. Bishop takes Charlie 6 check. And black recaptures. Bravo takes Charlie 6. Bravo takes Charlie 6. And I went castling kingside. Castling kingside. And black played bishop to Charlie 5 check. Bishop to Charlie 5 check. Yeah, a decent move, and I just have to play king to Hotel 1. King to Hotel 1. So why am I so pleased with this position? Yeah, that is because now if we get into an ending, at least with still minor pieces on the board, I would have good chances to attack the scattered pawns on the black queen side. Yeah, white's pawn structure is harmonious. And I also have a half-open foxtrot file that can be used for attacking on the king side. So, and in the middle game, I also have chances attacking on the queen side. A typical plan would be to plant a knight, the knight from Bravo 1, on Charlie 4. Yeah, that would come after maybe Delta 3, Knight Bravo Delta 2 to Charlie 4. Maybe playing Bishop Echo 3, exchanging bishops would be good for white, because then I can also start to maneuver, so I can plonk a knight on Charlie 5. And yeah, this would be a dominant outpost there. And yeah, after a while, while having built things up, I can start to pressure both the pawn on Alpha 7 and the pawns on Charlie 6 and Charlie 7. Yeah, Alpha 7 and Charlie 6 most of all. And probably I would not win any of those pawns easily, but while black's defense, it might give me chances of swinging the pieces around to the king side and attack there as well. So I have a lot of maneuvering that seems promising for white, and it will be quite hard nut to crack rather for black. So black played knight foxtrot 6, knight to foxtrot 6, and I went pawn delta 3, pawn to delta 3. Black castle kingside, castle kingside. And here I have a number of moves. Bishop Golf 5 is okay, Bishop Echo 3 is okay, but I choose another move that is also okay. Knight Bravo Delta 2, Knight Bravo Delta 2. The idea is to move the knight to Charlie 4 and then see maybe the knight can continue to Alpha 5 and yeah, from Charlie 4 it also pressures Echo 5. Black played Knight Hotel 5. Knight Hotel 5. And this is an interesting and good move, I would say. Black wants to land the knight on Foxtrot 4. He's not a shy boy at all, this guy. And try to drum up some play against my king. It will not be easy to complete that plan, but yeah, it's a good thing to do. As you see, because Black has these problems with the pawn structure, he mainly has to rely on piece play. There are not much dynamism left in the Black pawn position. So he has to use the outpost on Foxtrot 4 if he can. I played Queen Echo 1, Queen to Echo 1. Also taking control of Hotel 4, so it will be difficult for Black to activate the Queen. And also to get out of the pin from the bishop on Gold 4. Black played Queen to Echo 7, Queen to Echo 7. And now Knight Charlie 4, Knight to Charlie 4. And here actually Stockfish evaluates the position to be almost a pawn up for White already. And we have not played many moves, and Black has not played any bad moves, I would say. I mean, some inaccuracies for sure, but not a bad game. So it shows how tricky this position that we got after move 4 actually is. It's not easy to handle over the board if you're not prepared. Black played Bishop Delta 6. Bishop Delta 6. And here I started thinking quite a bit. So far I have played pretty fast. I think I used maybe 10 minutes or something for the first 12 moves. Now I had to think, should I turn left or should I turn right? Normally one would expect White to play on the queen side. Yeah, there could be the bishop could land on Echo 3, the queen could get to Charlie 3, and the knight could land on Alpha 5, for example. This would be typical moves. You could even start by playing Alpha 3 to either push Bravo 4 yourself and at least take away Bishop Bravo 4 from Black. But I chose another way of play, which is not as good as playing on the queen side when I run Stockfish. I can see that White would be about to pawn up. But what I played is also giving White the edge, clear edge. Knight Echo 3. Knight to Echo 3. And the idea is to, if I can, swap off the bishop from Golf 4, because and then Black would not have the bishop pair anymore. And when that bishop is gone, I would have possibilities to stand very safe. Either I would plant a knight on Foxtrot 5, I mean the knight from Foxtrot 3 could get there in the future to Hotel 4 and Foxtrot 5, or I could go knight Foxtrot 3, Delta 2, Charlie 4. And of course if Black plays bishop takes Foxtrot 3, if he exchange pieces there, then I already have the knight on Echo 3 that has the possibilities to jump to Charlie 4 or Foxtrot 5. And we will see. I also have another little trick up my sleeve. Black played Bishop Echo 6. Bishop Echo 6. And here comes the move that I very much liked. Maybe it is not objectively so good, but Black retains quite nice advantage. Maybe half a pawn or something. because I played pawn to golf 4. Pawn to golf 4. And psychologically, it's interesting also to play like this, because black has been very ambitious, playing on the king side, coming up with bishop Charlie 5 check, bishop golf 4, knight foxtrot 6 to hotel 5, and then if now white goes on to the offensive and black has to retreat, that is also a psychologically important thing in the chess game. Then black might start to think that his strategy has failed. The game didn't turn out as planned, really. So black jumps knight foxtrot 4, knight to foxtrot 4. An excellent position for the knight, of course, but I would not be his minor. I would play knight foxtrot 5, knight to foxtrot 5. So here we have a very interesting position with two knights on outposts, but those outposts are contested because both black and white can capture the enemy knight. And it seems like black should not capture on foxtrot 5. Playing queen delta 7 is what Stockfish recommends, but that is easier said than done, I would say, if you are not Stockfish. Because letting the knight be on foxtrot 5 and white can continue with building something up. You can even take on foxtrot 4 yourself and then continue pushing delta 4 or echo 5. Such things are coming. White has many attacking chances. You can play your queen to hotel 4, start to threaten things with knight golf 5, and so on. So black played bishop takes foxtrot 5, bishop takes foxtrot 5, and I recaptured with the golf 4. Golf takes foxtrot 5, golf takes foxtrot 5. And here I think I am clearly better. I also thought that black really had to watch out for bishop takes foxtrot 4, echo takes foxtrot 4, and then I could push echo 5, delta 4, have a fantastic center. Maybe black could hold it, but for a human being it is very difficult to be under such pressure. So here Znuderl tried to maintain the control of foxtrot 4 a little more, but he then committed a blunder. He played pawn golf 5, pawn golf 5. And if you so wish, you can take some seconds and pause the video and try to find white's move. After golf 5, the game is actually over already. I played knight takes golf 5, knight takes golf 5. And one could of course ask oneself, why should I show the game? But black blunders a pawn and then he's lost after 17 moves. But I thought how we got here also was interesting enough. But as well, the way we got here also had an influence on why that if you are under pressure, the game starts to go in the direction you don't want. In such situations, errors are often committed. So it's some kind of logic here. But now also I want to demonstrate a kind of, should we say, kind of idea how to transpose one position without taking any risks, without using a lot of time into a safe win. And I hope you will enjoy it. Black played king hotel 8, king hotel 8. And of course, if black instead would have captured queen takes golf 5, I would have played rook golf 1 and won the queen because the king was at that time on Golf8. So king to Hotel 8. Here white has many different moves to choose from, but keeping in mind the strategy of making things simple, I thought it was a good idea to get rid of the active knight on Foxtrot 4. Bishop takes Foxtrot 4. Bishop takes Foxtrot 4. And black captured, Echo takes Foxtrot 4. Echo takes Foxtrot 4. And now I wanted to provoke black to play Foxtrot 6 so that I could plant my knight on Echo 6. That is an outpost, if any. So I played Queen to Hotel 4. Queen to Hotel 4. That threatens mate on Hotel 7, and black only has one way of defending. Pawn Foxtrot 6. Pawn to Foxtrot 6. And white played knight to Echo 6. Knight to Echo 6. So this was a little mini plan, I can call it maybe. And now white threatens to take another pawn on Foxtrot 4. That pawn is lost. Black can never keep it. So I am in no rush at all to grab it, because my knight on Echo 6 also does a very good job. So the next part of my plan is to challenge black on the Golf file. Because with the knight on Echo 6, if I play Rook Golf 1, and then I threaten Rook Golf 7, and then it will be a disaster on Hotel 7. Or I would win the queen. Black would have to sacrifice the queen for knight and rook of Golf 7. And if black tries to challenge white on the Golf file, I happily, more than happily even, exchange all the rooks. Because the ending with queen and knight against queen and bishop is, of course, easily won for white. I am a pawn up already, and my knight is very good. The pawn on Foxtrot 4 and the pawn on Foxtrot 6, all the queen-size pawns and even the Hotel 7 pawn are weak, whereas I have a very harmonious pawn structure. So, challenge on the Golf file, exchange the heavy pieces if possible. Rook Golf 8 black played. He tried to be first on there, but that was happy. For me, Rook Golf 1, Rook to Golf 1. Black played Bishop to Echo 5, Bishop Echo 5. Here I could of course have played pawn to Delta 4 immediately. That would have made perfect sense, and then after Bishop Delta 6, continue with pawn to Echo 5. Very much similar to the game, but I like to keep to my, so to say, idea of safety. So I instead played pawn to Charlie 3, pawn to Charlie 3, even taking away the Bravo 4 square from the black queen. So yeah, both Delta 4 and Charlie 3 would be perfectly fine, of course. Black played Rook Alpha Bravo 8, Rook Alpha Bravo 8. And now we come to the next phase, exchanging rooks on the Golf file. I played Rook takes Golf 8 check, Rook takes Golf 8. Black played Rook takes Golf 8 in his turn, Rook takes Golf 8. And I played Rook Golf 1, Rook Golf 1. And black played Foxtrot 3, pawn to Foxtrot 3. So Foxtrot 3 gives black's bishop a little better conditions, but yeah, it's yeah, it doesn't threaten anything on hotel 2, and it's a lonely guy, the bishop on echo 5. So I can just continue. Rook takes golf 8, check. Rook takes golf 8. And black plays king takes golf 8. King takes golf 8. So now this mini plan is carried through. The next plan is to expand in the center, which I could have done earlier, but now it felt even safer to do so. And I want to push delta 4, echo 5, thereby forcing black to play foxtrot takes echo 5, after which we can have a queen exchange on echo 7, and I will then be pawn up in the knight against bishop ending, but I would easily pick up the pawn on foxtrot 3 or the queen-size pawns with the knight, or both. So we go about it. Pawn delta 4, pawn to delta 4. Black played bishop delta 6, bishop delta 6. I pushed pawn echo 5, pawn to echo 5. Black captured, foxtrot takes echo 5, foxtrot takes echo 5. I played queen takes echo 7, queen takes echo 7. Black took, bishop takes echo 7, and I played delta takes echo 5. Delta takes echo 5. So now the next stage of the game starts. I want to centralize my king, threatening to capture the pawn on foxtrot 3. I preferably would like to put my remaining pawns on white squares so that the bishop can do nothing. And then when all is said and done, I would go with the knight and capture any of the black pawns. So I play black played king foxtrot 7, king foxtrot 7. King golf 1 was my move, king golf 1. Bishop hotel 4, bishop to hotel 4. And as I didn't want to give black anything, I played king foxtrot 1, controlling echo 1, so black cannot go about any ideas of trying to get at my pawns. Black played king echo 7, king echo 7. So now the king is centralized. I start to attack some pawns. Knight delta 4, knight to delta 4. And you see, if black pushes knight pawn to foxtrot 2, I can just play knight to foxtrot 3. And the bishop would be kicked away. Even it would be lost actually, because it can go nowhere. So, and then I would take the pawn on foxtrot 2. So black played bishop golf 5, bishop to golf 5. I played knight takes foxtrot 3. Knight takes foxtrot 3. So white is 2 pawns up. Black played bishop to foxtrot 4. Bishop to foxtrot 4. Now I go about centralizing my king, putting pawns on light squares before I go for the final breakthrough. King echo 2, king to echo 2. Pawn to Charlie 5, pawn to Charlie 5. And as that is a black square, I would be happy to block it. I first play king delta 3, king to delta 3. Black played king delta 7, king to delta 7. I played Charlie 4, Charlie 4. Because now the pawn is blocked on a dark square, so it will be in the way for its own bishop. So yeah, I'm happy to see that. Black plays Charlie 6, pawn to Charlie 6. King to echo 4, king to echo 4. Black played bishop to Charlie 1, bishop Charlie 1. I played pawn to Bravo 3, pawn to Bravo 3. Black played king echo 7, king to echo 7. And I played pawn to Hotel 3, pawn to Hotel 3. So now I actually put all my pawns except the one on echo 5 on white squares. Not at all necessary, but as I told you, I play under a bit difficult conditions with my cancer treatment, and yeah, in each case, even in normal cases, why take any risks? I can just push a move, push a pawn, make my position even more secure. And now we go for this final plan, which is to start advancing the echo and foxtrot pawns. Black played bishop to Hotel 6, bishop to Hotel 6. And here I could have played pawn to Hotel 4, followed by knight golf 5. That would have been perfectly fine. But I wanted to stick to my ideas. I played knight echo 1, knight to echo 1. Black played king delta 7, king to delta 7. And now we attack the pawn on Charlie 5. Knight delta 3, knight to delta 3. Black has to play bishop to foxtrot 8, bishop to foxtrot 8. And I played pawn to foxtrot 6, pawn to foxtrot 6. And black resigned. Yeah, if black plays king echo 6, I just push it away with knight foxtrot 4 check, and then I continue with, yeah, pawn to, king to foxtrot 5 maybe first, and then comes pawn echo 6, echo 7. Yeah, we are marching through, and 2 pawns up, so yeah, why continue for black? So I hope this game could teach you a little bit about a quite rare opening variation. Not easy to handle. This was my third game, and I have 3 out of 3. We did against, some average opposition of, let's say, 1900 something. So not bad players at all. And then I hope that some of you could find the way of thinking valuable, so that you can adapt it when you win your games without taking any risks. So hope you enjoyed it, and I will, as soon as possible, will be back with more videos. Thank you.